Hey, what's up, everybody? Those of you who don't know who I am or just stumbled across this video in my channel or whatever, my name is Dan. I'm representing Reseller Lifestyle. And yeah, that is true. I know you read the title, but we ain't gonna get right back. We ain't gonna get into that just yet. I will give you guys a story and everything about that in a little bit. But I also want to talk about some things or rumors that I have heard that has been going on in the reseller community and things like that. First off, I've heard about two well-known, very popular YouTuber, reseller, so to speak, type of person. Very popular in the community, got a lot of following and whatnot. One of them, I've always heard that this person was a real deal scammer type, whatever. She does like shady business, whatever, in her reselling thing, and she's been kicked off of different platforms and everything. I'm not gonna do any name blasting or anything like that. I'm just gonna let you guys figure it out on your own. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you what I've heard through the YouTube streets and the internet driveways, you know what I'm saying, and the roads. But this one particular person has been, scamming for years. She's apparently been falsifying, selling mystery garbage boxes and leading people to believe that she's selling some stuff that you can make some money off of. And I don't know, this whole mystery box thing. I mean, put your comments down in the box down there if you've ever bought like a mystery box or something that didn't have a manifest to. I mean, it's just like, it's something in the box. You don't know what the heck's in there. You don't know what brands it is. All you know that it may be some shoes and some clothes or whatever it is it may be, but you don't have no idea of what's in the box. You've never seen it, whatever. I mean, you gotta be like a real deal gambler, risk taker style type person, reseller, or whatever, and just in general to go for that. But anyway, she's been known to do some random things, but oh man, this other guy, this other guy I really looked up to. He is really huge, popular on the YouTube community. He runs a relatively large store. I'm not gonna name blast or anything, but I'm just like, man, I really looked up to this guy, and he's really popular. He's got a lot of like followers and stuff like that. He's got his own little podcast that he runs on a consistent basis with him and his partner and whatnot. And I mean, he kind of knows his stuff. I mean, I've learned a few things from him by watching him and so on and so forth, but it just hurts me to hear about him pulling off scams, allegedly. You know, they were saying that he was getting like negative feedback for not sending out complete orders. Like people would order a huge amount of stuff from him, and he would only send like partials of the order here and there, and it would take like extremely long periods of time for you to get the rest of the orders. And I heard he was breaking the policies over there on Whatnot. So basically, this was talked about, these two people running scams on Whatnot. And if you don't know what Whatnot is a platform where you get on camera just like how I am now, and you just like hold something up, or like, here, I got this pure coconut hookah coil or whatever. Oh, you're like, la 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 la. People bid on it. Oh, $5 sold. Whatever. They pay the shipping on it, and then they'll grab something else like, oh, like this. It's I don't even know what the heck this is. It's just some random stuff. But oh, this sold $10 for this, and so on and so forth. You get my drift. So people are running. It's like an auction. You know what I mean? And I hear that the way she was doing things, she would have her friends like run the bid up. You like tally up the bid within hopes of people bidding higher, so that she would make money and things of that nature. But I don't know, I just had to get that off of my chest, because I really looked up to this person. And as me being a reseller, you're kind of like lonely in this type of aspect. You really don't have anyone to talk about this stuff with, because most of the people that I talk to, they're not resellers. You know what I'm saying? They're not resellers. They're not into that sort of thing. So it's like they probably don't even know who Chris is, or maybe they do know, but they really don't care, because they're not in that thing. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. If anybody want to comment on this issue, feel free to throw some comments around in the comment box. You know what I mean? But just try to be respectful. That's all I ask, and no disrespectful things going on. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to bash anyone or disrespect anyone or anything like that. Well, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I started a TikTok shop. I kind of like wanted to talk about this too. You know what I mean? I just don't want this video to be like a Debbie Downer type, you know what I mean, type deal, because there is some positives. There's positives, there's negatives, there's things that go wrong, things that go right, and sort of that. So you're going to have them upswings and backswings. If you've been a reseller any length of time, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's ups, there's downs, there's good investments, there's bad investments. Sometimes you lose money, sometimes you break even on things, so on and so forth. But yeah, since the deactivation being deactivated on Amazon, which I talked about in my last video, If you want to check that out and rehash what went down, you can go watch that video. But yeah, I've started my TikTok. Selling on TikTok is different. It's kind of weird, y'all. I mean, I ain't gonna even lie. I mean, I'm trying to get used to it. I mean, I've been dabbling for it now for about what 2-3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. I made some sales, surprisingly, but I am starting to like understand where everything is headed. Everything is headed to social media. If you don't have a social media profile, I suggest you get one. I don't care if it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Yeah, you have to have your presence on social media some way, some shape or form in these days and times, because everything's about social media. And if you don't have a presence on social media, well, it's probably a pretty good chance that you're probably gonna get shoved into the unknown, no one cares about zone. And I'm not saying that you can't be profitable and make money as a reseller if you're not on it. It's just you want to have that presence online. And I mean, it's just a good thing, because like sometimes you meet people, and it's always good to meet people and good for networking and things of that nature. You're gonna find a lot of surprisingly, you find a lot of suppliers and whatnot. I found suppliers on there, good ones, but you also gotta watch out for scams. That's what I want to talk about today. This is what's gonna tie into like one of those just, God dang, man, are you for real? Alright, so I'm gonna get into it. So, on Facebook randomly one time, like, just scrolling through, and I seen this big pallet thing for sale. Well, actually, my girlfriend saw it, and then she showed me. So my girlfriend showed me these this pallet of Yeti cups for $500. I think it was like 100 or something of them for 500 or whatever. Either way, it kind of like averaged out like the $2 per cup. You know what I'm saying? I'm a per unit type of person. I'm always doing things per unit. That's how I look at things. So it averaged out around. I was like, man, that's a pretty decent deal, right? So, my girl, I let my girl deal with her because she was a female. She's a female, and they're both females. I figured, like, female to female, they can, like, hash this thing out. Man, got to talking back and forth. She told my girl, like, hey, 500 is all you gotta send. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, this, that, and the other. And they was like, oh, we want you to pay through Cash App. So I told her, I was like, man, I don't know. I really don't like this sort of thing. This, that, and the other. And, we started scrolling through her profile. This is what got us, because on her profile she had some really good reviews, And I'm starting to think like, okay, this person got good reviews, so she must be legit, right? I mean, everybody's saying, oh, it's they had wonderful experience, blah, 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 this, and blah, 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 that. So I'm like, okay, all right. I told my girl, I was like, all right, forget it. Let's go ahead. We'll do this Cash App thing. All right. So we send the $500 for this supposedly Yeti cups. And okay. So we're thinking like, okay, we're thinking the pallet is gonna come to our house because we gave them the address and everything and like that. So come the next day. I think like the next day or two goes by. We started messaging again. Me and my girl started messaging. My girl and the lady started messaging. And the lady was like, oh, you got to pay $250 to get it out of logistics or whatever. And I'm like, she tells me you got to pay an extra $250. I was like, what the heck we got to pay $250 for? You know what I'm saying? You told us $500. So now we like, you know what I'm saying? When you get hit with this surprise fee and everything like that, you're just like, damn. So, okay, we thought about it, but I think we didn't end up sending the $250 until like the next day. So, okay, we're like, okay, we finally was agreed to send this extra $250 after we were told that it was only going to be $500. So we send this $250 to have it delivered, and we were supposed to get our $250 back once it got delivered and everything was squared. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, like, if we're supposed to be getting our money back so fast, why didn't the seller hash that out between her logistics company or whatever she was shipping through or handling? Because it is a surprise expense, and me as a seller, I would have handled that. Like if it was turned the other way around, and I was selling the pallet, and I didn't really know about the extra charge that was going to occur, and then all of a sudden it's going to be $250, and they supposed to get the $250 back. I would have just gave them the $250 and let it go, right, and get the transaction completed, because you want to get the sale done, right? You don't want to ruffle the feathers with your customers with some unexpected expenses. That is not how you do business. So we end up going ahead sending them the $250. Okay. Lo and behold, she comes back. Oh, we're gonna need another $175 because it's been sitting and we gotta pay storage fees and blah 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 that. And that's when I draw the line. We told the lady, we're not sending you no more money. This is the second time you hit us with this unexpected expense deal. At first it was only supposed to be $500. Now we're paying $750, now we're paying up to $900. And now it just seems like it's not even that great of a deal. And we told the lady back and forth to send the pallet or cancel the order. Because at this point, we just rather just cancel the order. She would not cancel the order. She would not refund the money or anything like that. So there you had it. Out $750 on that incident. Now, for the more, this is a more legit case. Well, kind of legit on the seller side. It just all went wrong on the Amazon side. So I wonder if I could turn my camera around. Nah, I don't think I could do it. But anyway, I'm gonna walk you over here to this big box. See this big box? Oh, get that up. That don't belong in there. But yeah, these are inner gloves. Like you can use them for, they're like used for grappling. They're like fighting gloves. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. See, these are like, they're like grappling gloves. See what I'm saying? And they're like all different sizes. They're like, they're extra, they come in extra large, large, medium, and small. All right. So, I'm on the phone. I talk. So how this all unfolded was one day I was on Amazon and I was just doing my thing. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can find something to sell. Maybe I can find supplier and stuff. So long and home, I did my research and this, that, and the other. I tracked down a supplier of this company, this RDX company that sells the gloves, right? Because I was gonna try to sell them on Amazon. I seen them selling pretty well. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna track down this company. And I got on the phone. Guys was real cool, and you know, I was talking with them, and I never mentioned anything about the minimum quantity. You know what I mean? I never mentioned about the minimum quantity. So they had a minimum quantity of 200, and I was like, can you do more like 100? You know, at the time. So here was the plan. The plan was for me to pay like $13 and sell them for $23 on Amazon. So I went ahead. I got the $100 because, mind you, on Amazon you have to have the invoice, and the only way you're going to get an invoice is you have to purchase it, right? So I ended up paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I paid a matter of $1,475. I think it was $1,475 to be exact. So everything went smooth. He sent me the invoice. He did everything that a supplier is supposed to do. This, that, and the other. So I get to here. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Then I hop on Amazon, hop on the back end, this, and you know, they want the invoice and they wanted all this stuff. So I sent them the documents from invoice. Now, mind you, this is a legit supplier. That I'm getting this stuff from. I'm getting it directly from them, and they do allow me to sell the gloves. And because they gave me the invoice, they said I'm allowed. Okay, I get on Amazon, I show them the invoice and this, that, and the other, and then they hit me back saying, yo, no good. You are not allowed to sell this stuff. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, what do you mean? Like, they didn't honor my freaking invoice. So I went back and forth. I sent it like 3, 4 times. Each time, got denied. So now it's just down to the point where I'm like, what am I going to do? I got a big ass box, 100 some odd gloves that I don't see me being able to push at this point, because I mean, yeah, I could put it up on eBay, but as you can see, the box is still full, and it's been over a month. So at this point, I was like, I'm pretty much like chalking up all the loss. I mean, write it off as taxes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just get it as a tax refund, whatever. But I just, it's just one of those things, man. You just have to be careful in this game, and especially with dealing with Amazon and whatnot. And Amazon you want to be able to sell on Amazon. You want to be on Amazon. But I'll sell on Amazon, and I gotta tell you, like, don't let my experience dictate your decision, because my experience may not be your experience. Just because I experienced one thing, and that's another thing, just in life, period. If somebody says their experience was this, that, and the other, they had a bad experience trying to do something, that doesn't mean necessarily your experience is going to be the same. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? You got all types of different type of sellers on Amazon. You got sellers that was like me, that probably only make like $1,000 to $2,000 a month, and then you got other sellers that's probably making in the range of maybe $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? And then you got some real deal cats that's out here just really killing it. But one thing to rest for sure that I notice about Amazon and all these other platforms, it's all about you either go big or stay broke. Man, if you want to make some money on these platforms, man, you can't be shucking and jiving, man. You gotta go in and you gotta go hard, man. You gotta go freaking hard as heck. You can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna have like a little bit. No. Especially dealing with eBay. eBay likes big, huge stores. I don't care. Watch as many YouTube videos on different resellers that are doing well. Pay attention to how large their store is. You know what I mean? We're talking over 2,000 plus. Now I think like 2,000 is probably like the minimum, and that's for like hard goods. Now if you're gonna sell clothes and only clothes, depending upon how much money you're trying to make, I would say the minimum with clothes is probably like 3,000 if you really want to see some some income off of it, some real deal income. Now, you can do whatever you want, like part-time. Like if you got a full-time and you just want to make a couple of extra $100 or whatever, I mean, that's easy to do. You can do that. But like if you want to go full-time and you want to get it to the point, you're gonna have to really grow your store and start getting them sales in there. And you got to remember, you got to make pretty much like double or triple. You got to quadruple the amount of money you make in sales versus your income that you're living off of. Because with that, you got to understand there's fees and shipping costs and whatever. So that's not profit. And then you got to understand too, after you get through all the fees and all that stuff and you're left over with the profit, out of that profit, you got to take some out of that profit to rebuild, to replenish. You gotta take some to get more inventory and everything like that. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to hop on here and everything like that. Remember, if you guys want to check out the new OptimDeals.net store, the link is down in the description. I will put the link down in the description for those who want to check it out. And I would like some input, some opinions on what do you guys think of the new website that I actually built this myself, utilizing the Shopify thing, checking out, just doing the theme and putting it together and whatnot. I just want your guys' thoughts and your opinions on what do you think it looks like. Does it look like it's good, or do it look like, man, what in the heck is this? Like, just put some comments down there. Once again, guys, be respectful down in the comment section, and I'm going to holler back at you guys. You like this type of comment, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to holler back. Peace.